And we are here. I'm on the boom effects. Well, I mean, Steve, you got any boom effects? Any? Hey, I don't got my laptop.
It's called a body.
You already
I got my laptop, you know, silly me.
He bought the hookah.
I bought the hookah.
It's a vibe.
You know what I'm
I bought the hookah though. We are back, episode 53, right? Close to that 60 ball, crack ball. Oh, I'm done.
That's the 8.
The 8 ball. We're back in the studio, Bravey Studio, with a special guest. Special guest, Jon Crawford.
Hey.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me here.
Jersey in the building.
You already know.
Kansas in the building, Central Jersey. Well, South Jersey.
Yeah, nah, that's cool.
One of them jerseys. I don't know. This interview came about actually like last minute. But you know, like good interviews, like great interviews come. Well,
Spit it out.
last minute interviews come with great content. I would say.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a guest for this week. I posted on the IG. I was like, "Who want to be on the pod?" And we are here today. We are here. So
Yes, sir.
before we get into the music, let's get into the person.
What's
So
up?
tell the people where you from. You know everything.
From South Jersey by way of Camden.
Okay.
Really lived all over South Jersey, so you know, not really specifically from anywhere. I lived in Camden, like, you know, parts of my life, but that's where most people know me from.
Okay.
And then also, you know, building my families up in North Jersey, Montclair, North, you know, Patterson area. So
P Town,
New York.
Zaria,
Yes,
Patterson in
yes,
the
sir.
building.
You already know what's going on.
Wait.
Oh, you Patterson resident?
Yeah.
Heard you.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to do the first question?
Yeah, let's get right into it. So, as an artist, what was the spark? You know what I'm saying? Like, what really got you, like, I'm gonna do this?
It's kind of just always been like a passion, you know, writing.
Right.
You know, when you start young, you know, you just kind of like naturally cultivate and develop.
Yo, that's
You kind of
crazy.
naturally cultivate and develop, you know, a knack for writing and then a knack for songwriting.
Right.
So, you know, I did my history, my due diligence on the history of hip hop. You know, lo and behold, started studying my faves. And then from there, I got to college and I was knee deep in this shit, dropped the album, and from there I just kept going.
Feel it. So, as you said, like, you did your studies or whatnot. Name your top 5
That
All
are alive.
that are alive.
MCs, R&B artists, what we
We
talking
do-
about?
well,
Genres?
Whoever inspires you right
Overall.
I mean, it's kind of hard, especially, you know, you as an artist, you can probably relate. It's hard when our job is to study music,
now. Yes.
like literally go through every different type of sound, like genre, from indie punk rock to 80s to 90s R&B to
Right.
2000s hits. So in that terms, like, I don't really have like a top 5 because I just love music in general. So like, I couldn't say I have a top 5. Like,
Right.
even MC is like, there's certain things that I like about Rakim that KRS-One might not have. You know what I mean?
right.
Or there's certain things about Nas that Hov didn't have, or Hov that Nas didn't have,
Facts.
or shit about Cole that Drake don't got, or you know what I mean? So it's very hard just because of the simple fact that, like, I love music in general.
I like that answer. A lot of people stumble on that one.
Yeah.
Nah,
He be doing trick
nah,
questions
definitely
over
no.
here.
You passed the test.
Test people already? Man, first 2 minutes of the
Hey, man, you
pod.
gotta know
Heard
what they
you.
Nah, because like I said, as we're both artists, but I believe if correct me if I'm wrong, we really do it for the music.
Oh,
you know?
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
The art.
A lot of
The art of
a
it,
lot
yeah.
of people you see now who are doing music are doing it because now it's a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? And because a lot of styles become trends.
Yeah.
So with that, and then you got the internet, TikTok, and all this shit, it's easy to get a couple 100,000 real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, yeah, and get comfortable.
You get comfortable, make a business, all that shit. But as we were speaking before, we're the type of artists who do this shit from the ground up.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
We took a couple of L's before we could spell millions out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Because of
Definitely.
your face, I'm like,
you feel me? So I definitely love that about your artistry and shit like that, because like, I don't know about you, but like, music is something I don't think I could
Spiritual.
really. Yeah, I don't really think I could live without that shit
You
nowadays,
hold it
bro.
close to the art, yeah.
You
But that's
feel me?
that's part and reason why my collective of Dead Poet Society Inc. is what it is. It's Dead Poets. It's
That's a dope name. I like that name.
The artistry, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot of dead poets, and us being the last but dying breed, I felt like, you know, I really embraced that title. I felt like as far as in terms of like songwriting ability, making sure like my vocals are there, you know, making sure I have crowd presence, making sure I have crowd control.
Right.
You know, actually taking the tone of songwriting, not just do a trend just because it's popping
Facts.
right now. You know what I mean? Even though I could go do some drill shit just because I know it'll pop off, but
Right.
I don't want to sacrifice integrity of my artistry. So that's what this really comes down
that.
to.
I feel like based off of what you guys are saying, music has become a trend itself. Like you said, like a lot of people out here aren't focused on the artistry. Like they're not willing to put in the work. They just want to make a quick buck real quick.
100%.
So they was like, oh, this is the path I want to go down. And like how you said, like they know what sells, so they're just gonna go straight into that market. So
Exactly.
I feel like music right now is a trend itself.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that way.
A lot of you niggas out there should stop making music. A
Nah,
lot of
niggas gonna be
you
honest with them. They friends like, yo, like you need to quit, bro. Like this shit is not it.
That's
fucking-
not their friend if they still let them do it.
The fucking podcast DM is full of. I ain't gonna say it, but to stop making music.
Ah, talking shit.
No,
Real shit.
I ain't say no names though, but a lot of trash in there. I ain't gonna hold you. But I just feel like music nowadays, people just do it because it's popular to do it, and they're trying to get like either famous or get money quick
Or go viral.
or trying to press this girl that they talking to, whatever. They're like, look, I do music. Shit, like, okay, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're out here. All right, so let's deep dive into your latest EP. It is what it is.
LP.
Oh, LP? EP?
Yeah.
That's-
EP is like under like
School me.
under like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like something new now.
It's under a certain amount of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
The LP is
but-
like, I guess, longer than.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an actual full length album.
Gotcha. All right, so the first song off that LP, Toxic. Toxic.
The intro?
Yes, sir. We're gonna play right now. We're gonna play it.
We gonna play the intro. Jeez.
You like, damn, why?
That's the first thing Mina played too. So like she was like, yo, we gotta get into that real
My
quick.
first click out, I was like, this nigga toxic.
Nah, not really.
I'm skipping a
They're the
little
Toxic
head. I'm
Kings
skipping a little
over here,
forehead.
so
And this joint got me feeling loose right now. Like I'm about to start spilling.
I
Like,
told you. I
the
told you.
truth about to come out. man.
it was
Perfect.
a setup. It was a setup.
Hell nah, that ass. He was like, I'm gonna bring this joint for him. Man.
This is a certified hood classic.
Yeah, seriously.
Hell no.
There's no reason. All right, so
I'm crying.
Had a couple of those in my lifetime.
Right? Like,
all right, so I'm assuming this LP was based on like certain emotions you was feeling at the time. You was going through certain stuff. Can you just break down like what was your process of making like the whole LP like in a whole?
so it is what it is. Basically, is just compartmentalized of different sounds that, you know, I tested out the waters while, you know, showcasing my songwriting ability, as well as showcasing my newfound talent as like R&B, and R&B, as well as, you know, traditional just MCing. I feel like I did a really good job getting across my point in certain records as far as like Trap, Chrome Hearts, you know.
One of the
One of my
ones,
favorites.
yeah, Chrome
one of my
Hearts.
favorites.
And speaking of Chrome Hearts, Dizzy Banko, who produced Lola Brooks, Don't Play With It, also produced 3 records off there, Chrome Hearts,
Fire.
Trap,
That's dope.
and what is the last one?
Like Miss
Die
Me?
For Me.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, so he did those for me, but basically it is what it is. Is basically there's 9 stages of grief, right? And in this process of like, you know, me separating from that situation, as far as like actually trying to become a better man, like part of that state, those stages, was acceptance. You know what I mean? And acceptance is it is what it is. Like I can't change it. I can only make amends for what happened. You know what I mean? Give myself some type of grace. You know, and allow myself to like move on, and saying it is what it is, and chalking up that loss, but also, you know, taking it as a lesson for, you know, whoever comes next in this process.
God damn.
So that girl in the voicemail,
That was real.
I know.
Yeah, that was real.
So she's like your like an ex thing, like explain.
Yeah,
like old thing.
you know,
Old girl.
little 2.5 year John, shit got deep, and you know, was definitely toxic. I definitely wasn't the best person at those moments, but you know, that's just part of growing up and realizing that, you know, you just gotta grow up at some point. But that's basically what the album was about. It's just a release, you know, growing with the times and evolving past moments like these.
So what was your favorite song on the LP? Your favorite song?
All of them.
Ooh.
I really liked.
No, Survivor's Guilt.
Yeah.
Probably.
Survivor's Guilt, and I like
yeah.
Survivor's Guilt. I like Malice, and I like Trap.
Malice.
Everybody said Malice
Fear
had the
and Blood
craziest
Moon and
second verse.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
Malice is crazy.
Damn, so y'all, I'm actually glad y'all like
Blood
took,
Moon Scorpio is
I
fire
like that
too.
one.
I'm glad y'all took the time to like listen to the project. Like that
Of
made me feel
course,
appreciated.
We gotta do our homework.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Up
nah.
at Street to prove we do our homework.
Yes, sir.
Now your other
I'm
podcasts out
appreciative.
there,
I want to take it back though.
take it back.
Oh, you listen. You
yeah,
must
I
have
listen.
listened. You must have
I
listened.
I want to take
listen.
it back though.
I like
He said,
14
let's
racks.
go-
14
let's
racks.
go
Homie
back.
said I got homies on the block flipping bricks like
Selling
it's
crack.
Tetris. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's 3 a.m. in Camden.
Yeah, that was the first record that like catapulted
Yeah.
everything.
That shit, boy, goddamn. That shit. When I was listening to that shit, I was like, this nigga is hungry. Like that whole project.
Circle
like,
of Life.
I listened to all
I
your
like the
projects
cover
so
art
far,
on that
bro.
one, too.
Like,
Yeah, shout out Adrian Armstrong, man.
I could definitely see and hear the transition. Like, what's the first project?
Circle
Your first
of
and second
Life,
project.
for what it's worth, and now it is what it is.
So those two first projects, I could hear like you talking your shit the whole
Yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you had something to tell motherfuckers like, I'm here type shit, but they still not getting it. You know what I'm saying?
It take time for real music to catch on. I've learned.
For sure. And then like with the new project you just dropped, it is what it is. I feel like you got, like you said, you got more into that introspective of being, I guess, so more your soft side. You know what I'm saying? But also keeping it real, like, I could still blow you niggas' heads off. Pause. You know what I'm saying? That shit would have got way crazy.
Yeah, it almost a sound
I was like,
damn, son.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No. But all jokes aside, like you were saying, though, I just through my healing process, I just found strength and vulnerability. That's really it. You know, I'm being honest with myself. You know what I mean? Just because I may be talking introspectively or reflecting on the situation that I may have went through, that don't make me, you know, less of a man. So,
facts.
And once I learned that, I think it actually made me probably a better artist because now I appeal to both genders, you know what I mean? And women would like to hear, you know, somebody that is able to effectively effectively talk about their emotions, but like actually be saying something, because there's a lot of cats who rap but like they don't be saying nothing. This shit just be rhyming, and you know, I feel like I got the ability to like not only story tell but like really get into people's minds without being so like wordy or lyrical. Because early on I was like one of my issues, and I used to get compared to Cole a lot or like Kendrick because I was so wordy. But then I just found beauty and simplicity of like my vernacular is so good that I could just say very little because less is more type shit. So
You do storytelling in your music very well, I would say. With the singing, the rapping.
yeah, like Survivor's Guilt or like Malice, that second verse, like I was really in that bag.
You went
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, appreciate you.
Even what was it? Miss Me, was it the last?
Miss Me, yeah,
Miss Me,
yeah.
You really got in your storytelling bag right there. Like, I felt that. And it's another thing. It's like a lot of people don't understand. If you rap, you don't want to just rap. You want to actually like talk to the listeners. You know.
That's
Say
the point.
something.
And that's what I got when I listened to you.
No, yeah,
That's the
definitely.
point
You know what I'm
of
saying?
it.
I'm like, I'm like chilling with this nigga, and he just telling me the whole story. Like, yeah, let me
Word.
tell you
But
about
that's
this.
the point. I want people to feel like they was there when I recorded that shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because when you create that type of closeness and proximity within your music, that's how you gain like a quote unquote cult fan base, and like how you build grass fed, you know,
Right.
fans from the ground up, because they like that. You know what I mean? They want to feel that, especially when people first hear you. They're like, "Wait, who is this?" You know what I mean? Like, and then when they are able to hear that you talking about something similar to what they may have went through, then you know, all the better. So
No,
appreciate
yeah.
you.
For what
like
it's
that.
worth, like that album, like the whole the whole thing.
Damn, like,
from start to finish, like that.
Nah, cause usually like a lot of people they'll just listen to that, but like they won't hear. They'll hear. Now you can hear the trilogy and the saga of like each and the progression of each one.
No, yeah, definitely. You know, we did our homework, but like Circle of Life, like I said already, I like the cover art, and then I like Daddy's Little Girl, and then River Road. Like
River Road, I really spilled out a lot.
Yeah, I like that one like a lot. I was like, okay, we getting deep here.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
No, I liked it.
Of course.
So how do you feel your music has I guess like grew from like your first LP to where we're at right now?
I feel like maybe I feel like I've got really good at just like songwriting ability and being able to tap into not only trendy sounds but also like continue to evolve my own production, and that's one of the biggest things that has played a part into like just the evolution of like Jon Crawford, like the look, you know, the aesthetic of the music, like when you hear it, cause I'm if you can hear it, you know what I mean? I'm telling real stories. I'm not talking about some shit that I've never done, and there's a lot of artists who do that, and you could just hear it and you be like, this is not authentic, you know what I mean? So authenticity, I would say, but more so production. I feel like I've done a really good job at songwriting and production and you know, really catapulting and using those types of those outlets just to get across, like to broaden my horizon of music even more, to appeal to whether that be, you know, younger generations or like the R&B groups like with Where Did You Go or, you know, things like that, where I'm able to perform those soft moments and, you know, dim the lights real quick, like, you know, like let's take a moment. Because everything don't gotta always be so up-tempo. Right. So, you know, I just feel like production and songwriting has evolved since the very first project, because coming into it, I initially just wanted to like be a rapper, but then I wanted to prove myself as a rapper before I started singing, because I didn't want them to like disrespect, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he just some singing ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like, nah, like that's not the case. Like, I want to be respected as an MC first, and then start
singing back.
Yeah, exactly. Hop, because then it's more accepted as, you know, rather than like a Chris Brown, because you don't want to hear Chris Brown rap, you want to hear him sing.
Like Chris Brown can rap though too.
I know he can rap, you know what I mean, but you want to hear Chris Brown rap. You understand what I'm saying though?
Used to the singing.
Yeah, exactly. So like, you know, I feel like songwriting and product production.
For Weather the Storm, when you did the like, who sung that part in the beginning? Was that you? Or like, all right, no, I like that. I'm like, all right, where he going with this? Because that's my song.
Nah, and then I liked it. Can You Stand the Rain?
Yeah, I love that song. I was like, where is he going with this? He is. Nah, but Weather the Storm, when I heard that in the beginning, I was like, okay, like where he about to go with this? Like, I'm feeling it already.
Yeah, nah, I just try to set the ambiance so it's not so far-fetched, like when you hear the music. Like, I just like to create a nice aesthetic and ambiance for the music. So
I still play Weather the Storm. You said Weather the Storm?
Yeah.
I just play a little snippet for the people out there in La La Land. Man, it's a bop. Y'all know the sample? Do your homework.
Yeah. But that's why it's called Weather the Storm. But like, I was just in the heat of the moment, you know, deep in my bag, and we was going through shit, and I was like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Can you weather the storm with me? Wow.
Cause I was going through all of it again. I was listening to it on my break, and that came on. I was like,
do I make you nervous?
Okay.
Do I make time for you, even when I'm jam-packed? Yeah. Girl, I lose my pride for you. I sacrifice, dog. I will lay my life on this line for you. Yay, shit, love, lockdown, do time for you. The common denominator more times than not is time and trust. Yeah. But I'll be by your side till my time is up. I'm so focused, sorry. Make you feel like there ain't much time for us. Ain't got time to lust or time to bluff. Shit, I ain't got time for nothing. Held my back like you got my spine. Love me hard like I'm doing time. Like my clip, you right by my side. Never out of bounds or out of line. Something tells me that that's a sign. Feel you close when you not around. When them bitches call, I just hit decline. Deep in you legs intertwine. All the tension makes for better sex. Don't never worry about no better ex. Or women in my past, that's a wreck. And really don't get no better than this.
Talking that shit.
The silhouette, cold bottle frames. Niggas been upset. All them niggas dog in your damn shit. You ain't been impressed. Say you love me, never say less. This is deep, girl. I feel for
you. Can we hit that? Can I hit that?
Hard thrive shit, girl. I kill for you.
Extra John.
I love the wordplay you did with those two, like how you called it Weather the Storm, because of King. Like, I love that. That's
I ain't want to just Can You Stand the Rain remix ass nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, Weather the Storm was perfect. Like, it go, yeah.
It just made sense at the time too.
That's dope.
I was like, okay, I see what he did there.
Yeah.
See what he did there.
I feel like I don't say this a lot, but bro, you got the it voice.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, if you're an artist, I guess you know what that means.
Yeah,
you know
but it took a long time to
That's
get
good
there.
though. You know
Like the vocal stabilization, like breathing techniques, bro. It take a long time to get to a place like that.
And that's good, bro.
That's what
Appreciate
you're
it.
working on now, right?
Who,
You
me?
trying?
To get the it voice?
Yeah.
I
mean,
not Ed voice, but trying to sing,
No, but
right?
like
Trying to
that's
sing
what I'm saying,
more.
like that part,
Oh,
that side
yeah.
of it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I got vocals, you know what I'm saying? But
No, we know you
I'm trying
do,
to get to
I'm
the
just
point where I'm like on some motherfucking.
This is John.
God damn.
It's on
that
me.
joint buzzing. That joint hit me like a pound of bricks. That shit
But what I
buzzing.
mean by that, it's like he can literally take any beat and morph it into something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers out here can only do one thing. You feel me? He
I
got the
appreciate
voice where
that.
he can do trap. He could do that.
Nah, yeah.
He could do
Or
the
something like
R&B.
Gone, where I went completely indie.
Right.
And I literally just changed, like, you know what I mean, the, you know, stimulation of my voice. Like,
Facts.
so
But that's good. You're not
Which is dope.
putting yourself in a box, but you're still staying true to yourself.
that's the,
Yeah.
it's
like,
very,
so,
it's
yeah.
very fine line between, like, not paying homage and also, like, copycatting, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, or trying to sound like that when it's not really you.
Right.
But I always have tried to convey like the complexity of myself within my music. Like I'm dynamic, I'm layered, I'm eclectic, just like anybody else. We all got different pieces to us. I'm sure you probably listen to rock on some certain days.
I listen to rock.
You know what I
every day.
mean? Like there's certain things that like there's certain parts of my childhood that I would just like to live out. So
Right.
you know, as long as I'm doing it in an authentic and not cheesy way,
Yeah.
why can't you? You know what I
But
mean?
that all
I
comes
feel that.
through in your music. Like you could hear it. It all comes through.
Great. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
you know,
'cause
even more.
Everybody forget that vocals is an instrument. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? This is not like if you're really in this shit, you really gotta learn this instrument, understand the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Understand breath control. Understand like what you supposed to sound like with your regular voice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like you said, like to copy other people's voices and try to sound like them and shit. It's like the other artists are for references. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're supposed to like take a little bit of that and see how you can morph it into your own, just so you can have an idea. You feel me? But
And I stopped trying.
Motherfuckers ain't
Even that
artists out
though,
here.
I stopped trying to do that.
that's good though.
But
You,
like-
yeah, you supposed
Like,
to. You know what I'm saying?
but like as you
Live out of
grow,
that.
because like when you're young in your career, it's easy. Like that's what you do when you're
Yeah,
young in
yeah,
your career.
for sure,
Because
for
like
sure.
a lot of artists, they don't know where to start first, so they'll be like, all right, let me probably like try something like Cole real quick.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Like even I had identity issues early on in my career, but as I've just got more comfortable behind a mic and hearing my voice, I'm like, okay, like this is the tone I sound good at. This is what I sound good at. You know, at bass. You know what I mean? And this is when I sound like singing wise. But it all comes with like time and like playing with your voice and making sure that
That's a fact.
you dedicating time to like really training your voice. Like you're not just gonna wake up one day and be like, all right, like you know what I mean? Like Mike had to train his voice. You know, Chris had to train his voice. Justin Bieber had to train his voice. Like it just all comes with time and development. So and also your production. It makes a big difference in your production of how you sound on whatever.
Right.
So.
Niggas learn how to mix some shit. All right,
Real shit.
Said mix or make.
both.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I do got another question.
What's up?
How do you feel about the industry nowadays in this time?
This is a really tough question for me.
Like, do you feel like it's easier than it was
Somebody
before?
just asked me this exact question, right?
Or is it a bit of both?
So to me personally, I feel like right now, I'm trying to work as hard as possible to break through because right now, there's nobody that got the it factor. Nobody, we know Drake is gonna always do his numbers. He gonna be there forever just because he's been here for almost 20 years now,
20 years, yeah.
which is kind of insane to think about. Like,
Being at the top.
yeah, like
Yeah,
just
long.
on the run. So, you know, other than him, like Baby has faded out slowly, you know what I mean? Thug, a lot of artists have died over the years. So it's like, who now?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I kind of look at it as like, who but me? Like, you know, but right now, I feel like even with what I call like industry plants. Like I feel like there's a talent in still being an icon and still being able to attract attention. So even to be a celebrity, like you still gotta have a certain personality and persona to keep that going. So to me, that's talent. You know what I mean? Because don't nobody want to see somebody that's dull. You know what I mean? That's
true.
So
That's true.
Personally, it's just what you want out of your career. Do you want to be a social media person? You know what I mean? You just want to have the followers and just, because even that is lucrative. You know what I mean? Right. You can still sell out your tickets, but I've seen people who have 3 million followers, 10 million, 20 million followers and can't sell out a show.
That's crazy.
But I've sold out SOBs twice now. I've sold out every show that I've done. And I'm getting ready to do a show with Young Benny and Mare Fontaine, which is probably going to sell out as well.
That's crazy.
So like we really like I really had to work hard like to get where I'm at as an artist. So but it just goes to show it's like really what you want out of your career as in the industry. If you want to be a well-renowned songwriter, then you gotta write some good ass songs. You know, you gotta put the time in and make sure you consistently hitting your mark with different sounds and not just the same type of trend or you know what I mean. So it to me that question is just really what you want out of your career.
I like that.
I like that answer. Yeah.
Because it allows everybody to. There's a space for everybody, right? Like it was a space for Cole when he came in. It was a space for Wale when he came in. You know, it's certain Yachty. They all have their specific lane. So, and as long as you can, you know, maintain and withhold your standing and keep creating and producing good content and great music, you'll be good. You know, but it's just really all what you want out of your career.
I fucks with that. Yes, sir.
No, I agree with that because, like, even, like, how you said on, like, the social media aspect of it, like, influencers, there's so many people out here doing the same shit, putting out the same content, but it's all about that person and what they're putting into it, like, their personality, the time they're putting into it, because it's, like, I can go out here and make a video, like, how everyone else does, but, like, if I'm not, like, you know, putting in the time to actually, like, put the content out there and showing my personality, who I am, is not going to go nowhere.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you got to be willing to put that time in and, like, be true to yourself, but also let people in a little bit. Like, be relatable. Like, let them see you and let them see the work that you're putting behind it and all of that.
Recording behind the scenes, you know, when you walking onto the stage, when you praying with your gang behind the stage, like, you know, making those connections. We was talking prior, and he was like, yo, I don't really like doing the whole networking, John, but it's key. It's vital.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
It's vital, and you got to do that if you want to continue to just build your fan base, your sound. Because you just never, I always treat everybody like I bleed blood just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like so I always treat it because you never know who's who.
In the room.
You never know who's who. I did a show at Bentley's, and it might have been like, I don't know, 45, 60 people in there, so anywhere from 45 to 60 people. But I still had to go rock it out, even though, because you just never know who in the crowd. It could have been an intern from Def Jam there that would have been like, yo, like,
I fuck with your shit.
Yeah, I fuck with your shit. Let's go sit down. I treat every performance, every record like Michael Jordan treated every game. You never know who's watching that night.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? I go out there and drop 60 however I can. You know, whether that be 20 assists or, you know what I mean? However. So, yeah.
Fucks with that. Yes. Learn how to talk.
Learn
how to talk.
Nah, real shit. You gotta learn how to talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you have any hobbies outside of music?
Yeah, actually I do. I got a lot of hobbies. I like to paint.
That's dope.
But aside of that, I'm still pretty active in sports, believe it or not. Yeah. I play semi-pro football right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, which is really, really dope. I play semi-pro baseball.
Okay.
And yeah, it's pretty fun, you know. Like
he said this shit gonna work one way or
another.
Nah, real shit. Yeah, nah, like I'm trying to get paid, but
Facts.
you know, aside of that, you know, I just like to spend time writing, you know, journaling with my dog. I like going to art museums, you know, different restaurants. Everybody's a foodie now, so you know what I mean. It's definitely so many different spots to like test and try out. I just like getting fly, going to take pictures, and you know, just enjoying my space and really just being by myself. Sometimes I don't even always be with people. You know what I mean? Just cause.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? Like, it just feels good to just go somewhere and just kick it sometimes, like, without anybody around having a camera or being in a studio or just having anything to do with music. Because I've learned really quick that I can be all these things. They just have their spots. Right. You know what I mean? So, and I used to also feel like I couldn't have love while I did music, but now I'm starting to see that differently too.
Yeah, I just
You know what I mean?
I'm going through that right now.
Like when I was younger, I used to be like,
wait, hold on, explain. Yeah, go ahead.
I just used to be like,
Don't get back to you.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah, nah, like-
hold on, explain.
yeah, nah, like I just used to feel like when I was younger, I was like, yo, like how am I have a girlfriend when I got 20 shows this month?
Facts.
And it's all bad bitches there, like,
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, but now I'm starting to see it, like, you see how Offset and Cardi move. There's a way to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as long as your partner is supportive and they understand and they fit
In that lifestyle.
in that lifestyle, in that
Nobody
light.
else matter, bro.
You know what I mean? Because if you got a girl who is just not photogenic, and then it's gonna feel like she always on the outside, and she'll always be, you know, resentful of like your accomplishments and stuff, and which is what I went through. So, you know, I just started to learn. I'm like, it's the right, but it just take the right partner. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
God damn. Trauma.
Right.
I got trauma with myself.
That
I was
ass
a trauma with
trauma.
myself.
Because you gotta think about it, especially when you first coming up.
Nah, definitely,
With any kind of artistry or passion that you have, it's like that's all you want to give your time to. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really, you're like, I'll check with y'all later. But when I get in my zone,
Leave me the fuck alone.
I don't see nothing. I don't hear nobody. I'm doing what I gotta do. And then you got shows, you traveling, you going to New York. I think in 2018, I was in, like you said, I performed the SOBs at least like 10 times. 2018. And I'm traveling. This is like getting off.
And
like
you ripping and running,
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
you ain't got time to like, yo, babe, like I ain't got time for that. Which is why I used to feel the same way.
I feel like that
like,
comes with time, and then like how you said, finding the right person.
It takes the right person, the right woman.
Like if I'm going into that knowing that that's your lifestyle before you met me, then I gotta accept that. So I'm gonna be okay with it. Like I'm not gonna be out here like constantly blowing up your phone, like seeing where you at. It's like, oh, why don't you spend time with me? It's like I went into this relationship knowing that that's what you are
100%.
and like what you do. So it's like females that do that get on my nerves because it's like you knew what it was before you try to get into it, and now you want to act different and switch up. Like
100%.
The thing is, like, as like us niggas who make music, we just nice with our words. You know what I'm saying?
If you text me, I was like,
we can say we can say the simplest shit, and a girl will fall in love. She's like, oh my god, I never heard that before. And it's like, fuck, I done fucked up now. You know what I'm saying? But like I had my couple of relationships where like I was in and out. Like it was times where I get off of work at 5, I got a show at 6 in New York.
I can't come straight home and get you.
I'm not getting home till like 1 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to
100%.
see. You know, I want to pay my respect to all the other artists that sat and watched me perform.
Exactly.
And shit like that.
fuck that.
And then
Like,
network. Nah, bro.
Nah,
like,
I used to be
shit,
like that, but then I started.
Word.
I used to be like that, but it's just like I said, you never know who's who. A nigga could be rapping. He might not be not that nice at rapping, but he might got some beats for you. You just never know.
Or he might know somebody that's
Exactly, yeah. Because he might see you and be like, yo, that nigga nice. I could hook him up with. But if you leave, then it's no. You know what I mean? Like, so I stopped doing that. Because I used to be like that. Fuck these niggas. Man. Watch these niggas perform.
I'm out of here.
I got paid for my shit already. I'm out, man. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean?
But like,
check clear. I'm out.
In my new relationship now, bro, it's like she knew what it was already coming in. You feel me?
Shout out to Sam.
She be at every show. She be like, when you got a show, she be like, all right.
But that's what you need.
Or if she can't make it, she be like, I'll be here when you get home type shit.
And they like, I can't have a partner who gets upset at the music.
Yeah.
These are just experiences
I know exactly
these are just experiences that I may be blowing up into a wider frame. You know, it could be one small moment that I had an interaction with a woman, but if it touched me,
you're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. You can't, but like that matters when like cultivating a relationship while doing music, because it is a fine line of like respecting your woman too. You know what I mean? And I definitely have my battles with that, because if I got a hosting at a strip club and I'm getting paid $5 to show up,
yeah, I'm going.
I'm not losing that bag just because you want me to stay home. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, like, you want to come too, like.
Yeah, I know, but like certain girls, like they'll get mad at that. Oh, why you around all these hoes and da 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 da. Yeah, but I ain't got time for that, which is why I probably been single for so long now, though.
But that's a good thing. My girl know, like, if it's a bag included, like, she like, all right, go do what you got to do.
We splitting that joint 50-50.
It's coming back home either way.
That comes with security in a relationship, though, too, because she knows, like, who you're coming back home to. Is like, at the end of the day, like, he with me. So, like, she's okay with that. So, like, that comes with the support, the security in your relationship, and, like, her her insecurities or like her feeling secure in herself. Because then she was like, she knows like this is what I got into. Like I knew this going in. Yeah. So it's like I'm gonna be there for him. I'm gonna support him because you're supporting her. So like it works both ways. So yeah, nah.
Yeah. So and like you said, it all depends on the partner that you with, because I had plenty of partners like, who the fuck is this bitch you talking about?
Yo, if a girl comment on my post, I don't know this hoe. Yeah, she might have heard her record and she wanted she want me to comment like,
oh, you got her number and all this shit. Where's she from? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she might have found me on Spotify on a playlist, bro, and just added me. You just never know. For real. You know what I mean? Girls will comment on my pictures and I'll be like, bro, like I don't know this woman, but like women, just natural reaction is, who is this bitch?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I told you. Women don't like each other at all. No matter what room you bring them in.
Look. Some women are terrible people, but there are a lot of great women.
That's what I'm saying. For sure. Like,
but a lot of great women. I'm married.
I love women, but there are some terrible women.
No, there are, but it's like, again, that comes with security and stuff like that. And then my whole thing is, as long as you're not entertaining it, like they can comment and do whatever they want. Like don't.
For sure.
Well, like how you say, like be respectful though. Like you can answer their questions if they're asking you questions, because like you're an artist, you're trying to connect with your fans, but like don't
be flirtatious and
like don't entertain exactly like don't entertain it or whatever.
Emojis, keep it shortcut.
No, you could do emojis, but like it depends on like
I got my show this day.
Come through. Don't entertain it and make it seem like it's more than something that is not. Like that's fine.
Yeah,
like,
one time I was at a show. And this girl came up to me because I was doing like a meet and greet after. And I mean, I had Shorty there. This is when I was in a relationship like 3 years ago, like 4 years ago. Shorty came up to me after, was all over me, hugs, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, like it's really you. Like, I've been listening to your music for years. Like, I'm just happy to finally meet you. And I'm like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, Shorty got mad. I'm like, bro, you can't be doing that because this is my this is my life. This is my living. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing personal. They love the music and you should be happy for me. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
More times than not, you find people who may not be as far in their path as you are, or they might look at some of your accomplishments and, like I said, become resentful. So, yeah.
Right. If you hating now, wait till I'm up.
Wait till I'm
fucking 100 bands up. You really gonna be mad.
It comes with the lifestyle, and they gotta be respectful of that and like accept it. Like if that's what you know you're getting into, then you gotta accept it. Like
that's it.
Point blank,
piggyback off like what you said, like with like passion, like being tunnel focused. It's kind of the same thing for me too, like, but not in music, but like in podcasting. Cause y'all already know that I do like.
You meet a lot of people, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people. I do like a lot of shit. I do the editing, I do the scheduling, I do the guests, I do a lot, and I'm just grateful I have a wife that like
a wife. You heard that?
Yeah.
A wife. A wife.
Get some bombs, Steve. Get some bombs.
A wife. That man got a wife. Stop playing with him. Shout out to you and your wife, man. It's not too many people our age that like. So like kudos to you, man.
I'm old, so I don't know.
I'm just saying.
You're old. You're not.
How old are you, bro?
32.
Yeah, like
bro,
you're making it.
But it's a lot. But like that's the issue. Stop trying to get old before you actually get old.
Yeah.
Bro, stretch in the morning. Make sure you stay limber, bro.
How make you feel? You do it to yourself. You do it like we don't say nothing, and then he gets like that. Like you do it to yourself.
Bullshit. But I'm just grateful that I have like a wife who like supports me in everything that I do, and vice versa with her. And
she pushes you to go further.
Her business like that,
As she should.
We push each other,
Mm-hmm. That's how it should be.
Tussle, fighting.
The whole nine.
I want to ask, what's the most difficult part about being a artist to you? He goes there.
The music obviously probably is the easiest part because that's just what we do. But realistically, probably like promotion and marketing, I would say. I feel like a lot of artists have issues with that.
Yeah.
But a lot of artists don't actually take the time to like cultivate relationships, genuine relationships. Yeah. So like if you have like a good fan base, like they know that you're a genuine person, like that's something you probably won't have an issue with. But a lot of times, like a lot of artists have issues with like promotion, marketing, and the business side of the industry. Yeah. And I feel like I'm lucky I have a good team who like advises me of like the way I should be moving. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's ultimately my say, but like that's probably the hardest part. You know what I mean? Making sure that the music is heard at max capacity,
Exactly,
which is why post promo tours like this, you know, where we sitting down and we really diving into the music for other people to see and, you know, maybe get a chance to listen to is very key and vital.
Exactly. It's vital, Marcel. Write that down. It's vital.
It's vital.
But that's a good thing that you said, like, having a team, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, it starts off being a one-man band at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
as long as you have that team that actually has, like, good inputs to what you need to do, you can actually, like, take that and, you know, like you said, spread it out.
Yeah.
And you get
use it as you see
cultivated thing out of it, which is really good, you know what I'm saying? So get a team, you know what I'm saying?
That's probably another hard part.
Artist.
That's probably the second hardest part, like having people, finding a team, but making sure, because there are so many people, exactly, but like that love what they do, but that support your vision.
Well, say it again for the people in the back. Say it louder, man. The niggas don't understand it.
Having a team is hard because it's hard to find people who love their job and love what they do, but that support your vision.
This ain't no name, no shots.
But they'll write it down.
I got the Deuce in my system.
Nah, real shit.
Support your dreams, but support mine too.
Nah, but like, you know, it's really hard because a lot of times nowadays, everybody wants to be the star. Everybody wants to be seen.
Exactly.
So finding people who really love what they do and love their job and don't mind helping you, and they see your relationship is mutual, it's a hard thing to find. So putting together a team is definitely another hard part of being an artist.
Yeah, because piggyback on what you said, like just finding a team, like, cause like this whole the whole podcast vision came with me just want to talk with my friends. Yeah, and I'm lucky enough to have people around me to this day that like support like my vision, but they see it as a collective vision, not just like a one person's like goal, but everybody has the same goal, you know? They all like shooting for the same thing, everybody on the same page. That's very hard to find cause essentially you're trusting them with your whole vision, your whole goal, stuff like that. Yeah. So you have to like find people that you really trust and love and want the best for you. And vice versa.
And even when you do decide to like start working with them, it takes a while for y'all to get that synchronicity, where
it took a minute.
You know,
the first few episodes were a little rough.
Where you get that synchronicity of like you can just look at somebody, or you'll be like, "Yo, I want this shot," and they just kind of know your angles already. You know what I mean? Or I want to sound like this, so your producer already know what your vibe is. So, you know, having that unspoken language is also very important, and that takes a while to cultivate when you do begin to develop your team.
Exactly.
All right, I fuck with that. So with closing out 2023, what are some of your goals?
2023 has really, really been a productive, conducive one so far. I have done a lot of shows so far, and I've been tearing the road up as far as like going through Jersey and with the podcasting and making sure that, you know, I get in wherever, you know, I see fit, and it's hitting as many podcasting as possible. But so probably just, you know, finishing out this leg of the tour. And then also I'm releasing a new project.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
On Street Approved.
Yeah, Street Approved. Yeah, definitely. I'm releasing this this project. It'll probably be sometime during the summer. I got a lot of summer records on there.
Those summer bops.
It'll probably be, I want to say, this will be an EP. It'll be like a pack, what I call it. So when I put It Is What It Is out, I did like a 3-track pack where it was just like an intro to what you'll probably be hearing, but obviously it wasn't too much. Exactly. So, you know, I'll probably do another one for Forever Yours, which is the album coming out probably around November. Gotcha. But yeah, so I have that. And then probably just keep touring and just doing shows, you know, as many as possible, just because I feel like, you know, I'm in a great headspace. I'm not really attached to anything right now. You know, I'm in a really just free mind state, and I feel like right now is the best time for me to. I'm as young as I'll ever be, and I'm as you know, as working hard as I can, because I know that, you know, this time is vital, and right now I just want to build as hard as I can and as fast as I can. So just finishing out the year on that note with the album, and, you know, keep touring the shows, and yeah.
I
I fucks with it.
Good. I'm good on my side.
So you go on your side?
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Shit, let's shoot the shit.
Oh,
like,
man.
You know what I mean? Like, just keep
All right,
firing.
so
Just keep firing. Rapid
since about the
fire.
fucking the whole Central Jersey debate, Central Jersey shit.
Bro,
So-
y'all heard the breakdown. It makes sense. Y'all heard the breakdown. It
Nah,
makes
it makes
sense.
sense, but
I don't
like,
know.
there's so many people, like I said from before, who are up north who call it South, no matter where they're going.
I mean, yeah.
And then people
Well,
up
no
from
matter
South,
what, it's
yeah.
South. So, I mean,
It's
anywhere.
South from us, so
yeah,
that's
I'm
why
about
we
to
say
no
it's
matter
like,
what,
yeah.
it's South.
They
So,
got a
But-
whole different accent down there.
What, South Jersey?
Yeah, what?
Did it really?
Yeah, they sound
Really?
southern
For
as
the country?
hell.
I wouldn't say that. I
Nah,
would say
nah,
they,
I
get
they
what
just
you
sound
mean,
more
but like
Philly.
that-
We
yeah.
just sound more Philly because we right there.
I
like,
lived in
Did they
North
play Philly Bop in the
Carolina for
beginning?
7 years. I know what Southern sound like, my boy. Them niggas sound Southern.
Yeah, last time I've been, well, you talking about South Jersey? The last time I've been to like actually South Jersey was when I was like 2019 when I was like training for my first job, like the fucking the guy's job. I was training down there. Them niggas, they kind of proper down there. I was like, that's too proper for me.
Nah, it was when I was
Really?
in school. That was like what, 6 years ago.
You went to school? What
I
college?
went to school in South Jersey. Yeah, college.
Where?
Ryder. It's in
Oh.
Lawrenceville. Yeah.
In Lawrenceville.
Yeah, that's right there.
before.
Right, like, that's
by
central.
Prince.
I would say central.
No, it is central, but
Yeah.
it's like
South from
yeah. So I call it
here. South from here.
That's
Cause
it. South
of-
Jersey ain't no Central Jersey. Do not exist. No, I don't know. Well, Woodbridge and Menlo, but there's only 2 towns with that. Well, I guess Parsippany too is kind of Central Jersey. Had white girl out there a long time ago. Had white girl out there. That shit was a
Yeah, white
drive.
girl.
That drive out there, hour drive.
Yeah, white girls call it South Central.
Say what? Say what?
He said white girls call it central.
They call it Central. Yeah, I'm from Central Jersey.
That was like in what? That was like 2015. I was out there wilding in 2015, man. Young B, 24, 25. I
Heard
had
you.
wilding. Don't quote me.
You talk about it all the time.
No, I don't.
How many
Well,
times on the pod you said you used to be a hoe?
Damn.
That's
Damn.
Because that's all right. Do not say it like that.
That's what you said.
He got a wife.
Nah, because that was
She know about his
yeah,
past.
but that was like when I used to work at Chance
He
Sports.
got a wife. This man has a wife at home.
Let's work at
fuck
Chance
it's all
Sports.
out
Yo,
there.
back in the day, me working at Chance Sports like what from 2013 to like 2017. Out there in both cashiers at the same time. I was doing some stupid shit.
Yo,
wildin'.
nah,
Then they
yeah,
found
you
out.
wildin'.
They
Sir.
found out.
Yo, sir.
We need to write a mixtape or an album. Or some shit.
Give me my bottom mic, man. Give me a little.
Give him, give him.
Hey, matter of
Give him a
fact,
verse. Give him a verse.
how much time we got left?
We got like 9 minutes.
Nah.
Yes, sir.
Nah.
It's either that or you want us to play something.
I'm off the yeah.
Yeah, he about to say, that means he about to get himself in trouble.
Yeah,
slip
I
up.
would definitely.
All right, so all right,
can
so what's
play-
your favorite song from him then?
Shit, I wrote a couple of down.
I wrote a couple down.
Do River Road.
Definitely like 14 racks. The 14 racks.
14 racks actually about to go platinum. Would y'all believe that?
Really, for real?
Yeah.
Are you playing it? We playing right now. 14
Hey,
racks.
14 racks.
Yeah, 14 racks. That's what actually
I could definitely hear this on the radio.
it was on the radio.
What?
Yeah, I was on the radio, Power
Where the
105.
fuck was I?
I'm actually one of the first first 3 artists in the last like I want to say 8 or 9
Congratulations.
years that
Fire.
got
Yeah,
onto Philly radio station as a New Jersey artist
That's fine.
that broke through.
Congrats,
So
bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate you.
congratulations.
Racks in the bank, 3.5 in the blunt. Shit like gas in the tank. I was on the ab with an A. Dog every night I pray. Told
My engineer on here right now. Shout out Cash. You already know what's going on. Can't do shit without that him. He produced this record. He engineered this
You are
record.
watching a master at work.
Niggas really wanna feature when I drop past, all got their hands out. I'm just doing my dance now. Niggas looking funny like they pants down. I've been moving so militant, me and my niggas locked in and it's looking like camp out. Pussy nigga get a 10 pound, got the drums with me like a band now. 6 gold chains worth a couple.
Yo, would you believe we did this shit out of a regular room? Like, this was no studio shit.
That's where the best songs come from, bro. Where the hits come from.
I love it when she give me brain. I drop that out my head and then cry. Now I'm feeling like nothing was ever the same. I be on cash when I hit. Yeah, can't keep tapping the bitch. No, said I know you got another bitch. Yeah, she said I'm just saying okay. So, yeah, start gazing away. Yeah, like gotta stick with a
Yo, who could get you high as hell?
on the block. Shit.
Between this and that.
Racks in the bank.
Hey.
For what you think. Y'all niggas stank. Give me a beat, yo.
Yo, nah, niggas answer the freestyle. I said,
I was like, nah,
I ain't had too much time, but I got some shit we can send in the car and listen to
next pod, B.E.M.S freestyle. Next pod.
Yo, you feeling nice? You got the hookah.
Love you, Cash.
Shout out to my boy Marvin. Let me smoke hookah in here.
They messed up with that one.
DPS forever, man. Shout out Cash, man. Love that man.
No, that's but 14 Racks. That was like the the first song I heard, and then I listened to the LP. But 14 Racks was one of the ones. So you said
I like all of them.
So you said
thank you so much, man.
I like all of them.
Yo, thank you so much. Like you don't even understand like how hard it is. First off, to get people to listen to your music, right? But then to have somebody go through your discography, that means they sat and took time and really like sat with you. You know what I mean? Like, so to me, that means like just so much more because I wrote these songs when I'm sitting in the car like about to cry type shit. You know what I mean? Like these are breakthrough moments. Or when I'm talking to God, so like, you know, these records just, you know, so for you to like be able to sit there and go through my discography, it just really means just so much more.
But we're trying to get to know you, so like that's
thank
what
you
we
so
gotta
much,
do.
though.
Like,
We don't fake it up here. We're gonna tell you if it's whack.
That shit trash, you ain't coming up here. You ain't gonna fake it. You ain't coming up here.
Nah, I appreciate that so much though, you know what I mean? So
the trash gonna charge this nigga crazy.
Shout out Malachi, my photographer.
But nah, bro, you got it.
Yeah, come on.
I appreciate that.
The crazy part is too is when I sent your music in the group chat. The first word he said, he's like, "Buddy hard." Get him on the pod.
Facts.
Say your buddy hard.
But like even that
Right
response,
away,
like it's hard to get that. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of artists that like really command your attention now. You be like, man, I don't hear this drill shit, nigga. Turn that shit up. I don't want. You know what I mean? You can listen to the first 2 seconds. Wrap this shit up right now.
And then he listens more in depth than we do because he is the artist. So it's like the fact that he's he goes more in depth than we do, obviously. But like, so
don't worry, we be waiting. We gonna get a cut. I'm gonna get you with Sony. You know what I mean? We gonna get a cut.
Hey, whatever you need, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you need some
collab,
capital, let me know.
I can see it. That would be a dope ass collab, though.
I can see it.
I'm with it.
You came for me earlier.
But yeah, that's how it is. Because a lot of people, even like a lot of other podcast radio shows, they just do what you just released. You know what I'm saying? They don't really go back and be like, okay, let me see who he really is. Like, let me see when he was just trying to make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying?
But that it's funny because I was getting ready to delete that album off there.
Which one?
Circle of Life.
No, I like no.
Why
don't
would
do
you
that.
Just because, for what it's worth, it's so polished.
But people need to know where you come.
You own the beats?
Yeah.
Oh, why the fuck you?
Everyone need to know where you come from. They need to have it. Yeah, they need to have it.
I just never thought about it like that.
You gotta think about it, bro. Like when, cause you gonna make it.
More. I mean, hey,
if you're not already.
I mean, thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Mean, but like that affirmation, that's an affirmation right there. Thank you.
That's gonna just create revenue.
Because people go back and listen to that first.
Exactly, bro.
Well, if y'all want to go back, it's an EP on SoundCloud. That's like my first one.
Shit, send
called
it to
University.
Me. Send it to my
way. That's when I was up in Montclair, and that's when I really.
I'll definitely check that out. But yeah, bro, leave that shit up there. If you own everything on that shit, leave it up there. If you don't, leave it up there. Until whoever made the fucking beat.
Nah, real shit.
Come see you, like, like,
nah, but I own all my masters, so we
that's
good.
Yeah. That's good.
I just got publishing right now. You know, everything running smooth.
Hey,
my whole team clicking. You know, I had
clack.
Yeah, no, I had a few guys take some time off, Mal and Amir. So, you know, right now we just keeping things rolling as far as musically, and you know, this album we about to drop, it sounds completely different from everything else that we were doing. So I'm really excited to hear you guys' opinion after. You know, if you got time today, you know what I mean? We sit in the car, listen to some more records, because I definitely want to hear, you know, input of a raw ear and people who are not like in my camp. So
got you.
Yeah.
Fuck with that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I told you the last minute interviews always turn out to be the greatest.
Yeah, man. We was in here dropping some gems too.
Not all of them.
What do you mean? Oh, no.
Not all of them.
That is off the catalog. That's no longer on our
Not all of them.
discography. I deleted it immediately. Well, not immediately, but you know.
That shit got out.
Some shit happened. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna delete your ass. No, but this was a great. This was
like this
good, John.
Yes, sir.
So gems got dropped, hearts got broken, girls crying. You know, everything.
So
and Marcellus.
That's the life.
Take us out, Marcellus. There we go.
Yeah. You already already know what it is. Street Approved Podcast. You feel me? Hey, shout out to the boy Jon Crawford coming through. If you was wondering what the fuck was in the sky, it was not Canada burning down. It was his music playing in your motherfucking car, your speaker. You know, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. All right, July 15th, we're having our live show, second live show. July 15th, tickets on sale. Eventbrite. It's in our bio. Go click on that shit. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah,
Fuck
sir.
you,
Click on
that
that
shit.
joint right
Yo,
now.
you
Street
really-
Approved.
Yes,
shit
sir.
till you
He
get
drunk
Street
as hell
Approved,
right
nigga.
now.
He is.
You know
He
what I'm
feeling
saying?
Just know what's up
nice.
in the stuff, man.
You ain't shit till you get Street Approved,
Hey,
man.
you ain't shit till you buy a ticket.
Yes, sir. Go to our Eventbrite on streetapprovedpodcast.com. Come out
Yes,
to the show
sirski.
July 15th.
I'll be there.
You know what I'm
Catch
saying?
me there.
Hopefully we have you again on the show.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm
when this
saying?
album drop, definitely gonna be back.
Oh yeah, we'll let it have you. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it out of here. Hey, it's about to be summertime, so that means you niggas is about to be musty as fuck. So go wash the fuck up before you step out. Put on some good
Deodorant
cologne.
with no aluminum, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got cancer and all that type of shit in it. But you
With
feel
no
me?
aluminum.
For the women, yeah, I know y'all put the powder on y'all titties and shit. Like, I
Do
get
it
it.
for the
We get it.
ladies.
We love y'all
Yeah,
still.
you haven't said that in
You know
a
what I'm saying?
minute.
Right.
Yeah, he hasn't anyway. We waiting for the sundresses to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sirski.
You feel
We love the
me?
women.
Just
Not
don't
me.
sit on me because
I'm
I know
married.
y'all be
We love the women.
marinating and shit. You feel me? Street
Y'all
Approved. We out of here.